Okay, what would be the one lesson you would like to share with the audience in terms of your experience with marketing? Something that they could use today and tomorrow.
I feel like marketing is very much like, important to be consistent and really authentic to the brand. And like, it's about heritage, it's about like, the DNA and the value, but creating also disruption. So like, making, I would say, unveiling I see the brand as a, like a hidden gem and need to be a little bit like, and unveil, I would say, this gem. So I would say it's really much about creating disruption in the consistency of the brand.
Okay, so a bit of a surprise factor as well.
Exactly.
In all of that. Yeah, you got to keep your customer surprised. Okay, sure.
What I've learned is that you have to be very clear what it is you want. What is your message and what do you want to achieve, and how, and it may not lie, the answer may not lie in marketing. It may lie in outreach, it may lie in PR, but you have to have that fundamental level done first. What do we stand for? What's our message? And what do we want to happen?
I assume when you talk about marketing, you're actually trying to sell some product. Right. So what's very important is that you need to know what your product is, right? And your product doesn't have to be something physical, right? You could be selling an idea or you could be selling a concept. But what's important is that you need to know exactly what that product is. And then you need to know where the strengths of that product is. And then, as Lucie said, you need to be authentic about, what exactly is your brand about and what exactly is it that you're selling. And then what's important is actually what we've discovered that is actually very, very important is that you need to initially find that core group of community that really loves that product and really believes in it and they swear by it. Because there's nothing more important than having independent third parties selling your brand for you, right? I mean, you can spend a lot of dollars on social media, get a lot of attention. But if you don't even know what you're selling, and if you don't feel committed and you don't feel passionate about what is it that you're selling, all of that marketing dollars are just going to be wasted. And that's what I found to be extremely important, especially after what we've been doing. We've been trying to push out a lot of different technologies, a lot of different products, and that is simply the one single most important thing that we really need to focus on if you want that business to grow.
Great. Thanks for that, Julian. Well, I suppose from the discussion, the takeaway for me is that marketing is really about knowing who you are, who you want to reach out to, and trying to figure out what's the best way of doing that without just throwing money at the likes of Facebook and Google, who will take it happily and feed you stuff which may not be relevant, which is the experience that I've had and heard from many of the people. So I think there's also a need for you to be confident enough in what you're doing to know that what you have, there are people or communities out there that also want to be party to it. Now, what's the best way to get through to that group of people? You probably need to do some legwork, try and find out, talk to people, get an understanding of things. And that whole networking thing needs to be important as well. Keep your networks alive and also try and see how they can benefit from you as much as you can benefit from them. It's got to be a two-way thing, right?